Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to Strange Horticulture! There's a cute little cozy game. We're working our way through the mystery. There are things happening in the world. We keep getting notes or like snippets of story around somebody and a book, some kind of cursed book. There's been a Mordor of the head of the witches in the forest, and I've got some cute little plants that I have labelled. I'm still mad at myself that I forgot I could label them. I definitely messed up at least once because I failed to label correctly and tried to do it after the fact. But it's fine, here we are. Also, I am going to insert the little snippet with the tarot card flip thing because I recorded it on the end of the last video so that you guys wouldn't miss it, because I obviously couldn't save it at that point. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. And we got this little card, which I don't know if this aligns with a river. I'm kind of guessing it might. We could have a quick look actually before we go. I'm guessing that's a river. So let's pull this up and see if there's a section of river that looks like this squiggle. Because I have a feeling, I don't know where it would be. Does it look like that? Here we go. Look, it does kind of look like that. Not 100% though. Like that bit looks the same. That would put me here, right? Oh, actually, maybe it's one of these big lakes. I feel like this is the closest, but it's not quite right. All right, shall we leave? I will give up on that for now. You never know. I didn't use my travel way point thing, so we'll put that there. And this one, I still need to get into the mine, but I don't think I have the thing for it yet. So, shall we? Sorry, kitty. Hello, Reuben. The fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up by the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. That's unfortunate. Don't suppose you've got anything to help me keep my lunch down? My stomach never coped too well with the grisly ones. Fennet, you say? Alright, well, I'll see what I can do. Pretty sure that the head of the witches that died probably encountered this particular plant. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress. It has long, soft leaves. Now, there's nothing to indicate whether it has flowers or not, so it could be one of these ones, like this one. Pale yellow flowers, the leaves are quite soft. Look, I reckon it's probably this one, to be honest with you. We'll give that a shot. It was! Huzzah! Witch fig, a plant that's said to have many uses, including easing symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. Okay, it's often confused with fever kiss, but before we go any further, let me not make the mistake that I've made before of not labeling. Alright, next. Oh, it's the mailman. Hello, David. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. Look, I'm pleased for her. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Russland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. All right, well, let's go for a quick jaunt and do this straight away. Grisdale Forest, if I can find it. All right, it's here. So just northeast. So it was northeast of Russland. So that's Russland there. So just northeast would be here. From the moment I stepped off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly I find my way blocked by three women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm boughs. Nobody may wander freely through the forest by order of the artist, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Melon glow, you say? Or mellow glow. Allows a person to pass unnoticed. Oh, there was a plant I thought this might be. This one. I thought it could be this just because of the shape of the spines. It is! I got a thing. I'm actually gonna, before I do anything else. Where's my labels? Where's my labels? Mellow glow. So I can change that to yellow, make that definite, and pop it back on the shelf. All right. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona was talking about and take my leave. Ooh. Neat. And then I can archive that. What do you look like? What's your vibe? A firm bulb, turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Interesting. All right, kitty, I'm gonna ring the bell, okay? Sorry. Face Swift. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of colour that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Uh-oh, this is a choice moment. Aguria? I don't have a thing for that. Candlewood? A red flower with a shielding effect. Long thin stems among tall leaves. Could be that. It says thin stems. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. This is gonna be it for sure. I don't think I have that other one unless it's one of the Latin names. I'll just quickly click through. Keep an eye out for an Aguria. I'm looking for A words. And a Martis. Lovely. Okay, well, I don't have the other one. I don't know if this was this one that I'm supposed to have done already. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Candlewood. Worry less. We'll pop a little tag on you. Right, kitty. I'm gonna ring the bell, okay? Didn't jump that time, I feel better. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Sizerg. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they'll be of interest to a horticulturalist such as yourself. Lord and Lady Elspeth. Sure, I'll be there. All right, kitty. Philip Shaw is here. Mushroom, red spores, moves in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? Yes, it's one of the ones I've identified already. Which one was it? Where are you? I'm missing one. Where's my extra mushroom? Did it move? Did it actually move on its own? I'm sure, I reckon it did. Because I've been putting the mushrooms all together. I wouldn't have moved it. That's so cute if it's actually moved it when I've loaded the save. It's gonna be you. I don't even need to do anything with labeling or whatever. I forgot, at the end of the last part, I forgot that sometimes it starts giving you repeats. Like, you get some people who just show up wanting something you've already identified. Right, I'm gonna ring it. Sorry. Selena Scott. They're saying Black Combe is haunted now. Is that Combe or Combe? Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking Mount Cap. I don't know what that is. I mean, let me just have a look into that for you. Stinking Mount Cap. Is this one of those also known as? Because some of them have also known as names. With a name like Stinking Mount Cap, I'm going to assume it's probably a mushroom. Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called Stinking Mount Cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. It's thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It's mildly toxic to humans and shouldn't be eaten. Could it be this one? Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Maybe it is this one. I had labelled it as a question mark on the parasol thing, but it could be that. It was Sunset Mount Cap. Go away. Right. Do I want to go and visit Sizerg Castle? I might as well. Oh, here we go. It's right here. It's like really obvious. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elspeth herself. She's very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I don't recognise. Before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library and I don't have time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I'm able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands and I thank her warmly. 2 plants and a book entry. Ooh, you look beautiful and also very sinister. Let's have a quick look. I don't have a section for black. We'll pop you up there. All right, Kitty, let's go. Tarot card time. Mystery cards. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Day 5. Alright, well, before we open, let's get the map out. Castle northwest of an abbey. Let's see if we can find this one. There's an abbey, there's a castle. Easy. 3 miles to the east. So she lives in the castle and she buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the everheart grows. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. Ooh, that's really pretty. What are you? Because the other one I was thinking could be for the gate is that lock, love lock or whatever it's called. Open any lock, no matter how complex. I was just thinking it had really interesting looking flowers or leaves. All it says is pink flowers. I mean, I did notice. Striped appearance when cut open. I mean, I don't know what it looks like when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green. That's not really blue-green. I mean, I don't know if it's turquoise either. It does have fruit though. It could be henchuck. It's possible that it's henchuck. I wonder if I should put all of my guess ones like together on a special shelf or something. It would help me find them, but I kind of like sorting them by color, to be honest with you. Winter boar, blue aloe or blue winter. It actually looks like that. Grey blue flowers with an orange center. Cool blue grey flowers, yes. Gonna be you for sure. Witch fig, a plant with many uses including easing symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture and detecting the presence of certain compounds, well liked by butterflies. Similar to the fever kiss, and the fever kiss was the one that looks like wattle, right? Yes, so it's similar leaves to this. So it has fruit and it's got similar leaves. I don't really have anything else that's that color at least. Could be this though, because that, if you look at the shape of them, they look the same. And it does have fruit. Look, I think that's a pretty good guess for this one. Man, I wouldn't want to be going to a shop. Like, I was going to say an alchemist, but I'm not an alchemist. I wouldn't want to be going to a herbologist who is guessing as much as I'm guessing right now. All right, kitty. Oh, Faye's back. Hi, Faye. I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I'm no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Now I'm wondering if you have some worry less to keep my anxious thoughts at bay. Funny you mention that, actually. This one smells wonderful. Yes! Hot pot. Alright, let's get you a label then. Alright, kitty, I give you a pat. Ring the bell. Yes, I figured out how to make the cat not be scared. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Now, this is my friend who wrote to me originally. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west. At least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? I did, actually. I don't remember which one it was, but I did find it. Let me just look it up. I found it on the slopes of the Red Pike. No, not you, not you. Double question mark, because I haven't actually identified it yet. This is really awkward. I did have it. I did have it. Like, that picture is pretty much useless. No, have I messed up? I'm sorry, I'm a bad friend. You've been so kind to me. Legit. I don't know where it's gone. All I can think is it's one of the ones I've put a label on by accident or something. If I click hint, do I get another hint? Next hint. Okay, it's one of these. Look, I've literally never clicked more than once. Is it you? Look, it looks like that plant. Let's be real. That's the one I labeled Red Pike. Right, so I've messed up the label. Then what's Red Pike? Oh, now I'm even more confused. There is no Red Pike. Oh, Red Pike was the mountain. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, it's fine. Let's see. Man wanted to meet you. Head west from Sedberg, near to the source of the river Winster. Alrighty, I can do that. Let's go. We'll go for a walk. Which one's Sedberg? Okay, here's Sedberg. So, he was headed west from Sedberg, near the source of the river Winster, which would put him here, maybe? Why did I come here? Look, I don't know. I'm lost. I guess I could water my plants a little. I haven't done that for a while. Alright, let's try again. West from Sedberg, which definitely puts me in this row, near to the source of the River Winster. I tried this one, right? Unless they mean here. Let's try this one, I guess. Yeah, it is. So he went west and down one. The hermit's camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there's no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite reveals something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down 2, across 3. That's going to be where to go next, right? So down 2, because we started here, would be there. Across 3 would be here. But, oh, that was very generous of you. Thank you. So down 2, across 3. Here we go. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I'm greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes, ho, 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 the man says. You must take this. Take it, take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hand. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ho, ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho, ho, no use. Don't forget the red, the red, the red, the red. Oh, ho, Abney. I'm sure he's quite mad. Ooh. It is said that the red ebony planter, is this a planter? Oh, plant. I see. This is just ye olde writing. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret, SEA. I have perfected a device technically, designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. So this is my viewing window, and I need a planter which has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. Interesting. Ooh. Do I have an entry for red ebony yet? I don't. It could be one of those ones that hasn't also known as, though. But also, I don't really want to flick through the entire book. Let's just put that away. We'll put that in there, and we'll pat the kitty and ring the bell. Hello, Conrad. I am not long for this world and have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Cabalia, like a Dre huntsman with their Dranthium-covered tombs. Rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Cabalia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is said to bring good fortune. So in theory, it won't be any of the ones with a yellow label. I have messed up before. You have 6 petals. You have 6 petals. And spikies coming out the top. The flowers are soft purple with a sweet scent. I mean, this doesn't mention anything about the flowers other than the number of petals, but let's give this a try. Sweet. Ooh, eye bright. Okay, kitty. It's the lady in the jade mask! Your reputation is growing, horticulturalist. I hear you're the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it's been torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Interesting. I don't have an entry. Oh no, I do have an entry for hop heart. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stem, leading to blue flowers. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Firm leaves, stiff leaves, same thing. Blue flowers, yeah. I reckon that's hop heart. Okay, lady. Copper Caledonian has a rejuvenating effect. Oh, though you may appear younger, you will grow quickly more frail and brittle. That's not a great side effect. Verona Green. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Ha! He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. This was the lady that wanted to pretend to be a witch, right? Who was trying to scare the children. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me. I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. I did have something I thought was witch fig. In fact, it might actually be witch fig. Have I identified you yet? I have not. Okay, this is the one that was similar to Fever Kiss, which I think it's this one. It is. I'll read you in a sec. I'm not gonna let these labels get away from me again, you guys. Alright, what was that? It went away. Started with Jacob, right? Jacob's Worth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth, but it's the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. I don't know if I have any of it yet, though. Oh, Isidore Burbage. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat still here. Oh, this is the guy I wanted to poison and I couldn't. I need some Bishop's Parasol for a work-related matter. Do you, sir? A work-related matter treats stomach pains. I think I thought it would be this one, but I don't know that it is. It's the only other mushroom that I have. What is it about this guy and me having the inability to give him what he needs? Nah. Okay, so it's not that one. I'm sure I remember seeing something to lead me to a new map location. I have 2 letters. It's going to be this one, right? Okay. I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on here. Feel like that it just so much looks like the shape of a river, that tear. But I can't find a bit of river that looks like it. Ah, it's the coastline. It's going to be the coastline. All right. In which case, is it here? It is. I found it, you guys. So right there. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through the scattered clouds, a reset. You don't look like Bishop's Parasol. That's not what I was looking for. Very Australian leaves can go over here. Okay, well that rules that out. Can't be that one. It's got to be this one then, unless it's from the ebony thing. All right. I got another try. I'm going to have another try at this letter. So we're going to go back to Hard Knot. Could be this one. This leaf here does look like this plant. So we'll give it a try. Yes! Fantastic. Go away. All right, I need to label you straight away. I was out of ideas, man. I thought for sure it was going to be the mushroom. I thought, because it said rusted. I was like, that's not something you can open with a lock. That's something you have to break open. But that's all right. Oh, hang on, I only had 1 L. Details are important, you guys. Oh, look, 3 plants. And one of these, oh, they're all mushrooms. Interesting. All right, Bishop's Parasol. We'll start there. Feeding on any light that gets close to it, draws in light, enveloping the surrounding area in darkness. Look, this guy is quite dark. The gills seep a milky fluid that can be consumed for stomach pains. Smells rotten. A viscous white fluid. Look, it's probably that. This does not draw light though. I'm just looking at it. It's not like small. This one gives off light, so it's clearly not that. Look, we'll try this one. Enjoy your viscous fluids, you prick. All right, actually, I think I know what that was. Let's pop you in there, and then I can finally label Bishop's Parasol. That one that we just got, Royal Gentier, looks like this one. Oh, but I've labeled that already. Oh, it's got pink flowers. Oh, you! One of the few known ways to release a bind of swift snare is to apply a paste from the sap of the Royal Gentier. Look, I reckon it's a pretty safe bet. Obviously, we'll do a pink label. There we go. Oh, wait, I need to put a question mark. I mean, the pink label is also supposed to be indicating question mark status. I don't know what I'm going to use the blue one for. I was originally putting blue labels on the ones that were blue because I thought it looked cool, but I kind of prefer the idea of the labels meaning something, you know, like poison or something like that. I actually prefer the look of the blue label. I'm not sure why I've ended up going with the yellow. It's my least favorite, but it will make it easier to spot the pinks if all of the other ones are the same color. All right, I might super quickly, before we end the day, quickly see if there are any of the mushies I haven't identified. You are probably this thing. Light blue flowers, rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities. I reckon it's probably this one. I don't think I have any other puffball looking things that I haven't identified. So it's probably a good guess. But again, I don't know. I keep missing the question mark. All right. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize it's a curse. Oh, this is the one that makes you younger, but more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves. I reckon it's probably this one. Like the shape looks the same. Copper Caledonian. Jacob's Worth. Drawn to the unusual flowers, but the leaves have the most interesting properties. They point the way to anyone you wish to locate. I reckon that's this one, because the leaves seem to have a mind of their own. So this is going to be Jacob's Worth. Almost certainly. It's one of those flowers on a stem. Could be this one. Beautiful flower made up of many small florets. It says it's difficult to care for and it describes the flowers as delicate. I reckon it's probably that one. Too little too late, meet you. Where were you when I wanted to give that guy a rash? Historian, the dark red fruit should not be ingested. A cross section shows a triple xylem and phloem. Look, this does have dark red fruit and nothing else I have would qualify. So it could be Storian. So most of the ones I've got a theory. Right, kitty? This is going to be the last day for this video. The old man of Caniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current floating gently southwards towards the fork. So that's my card. This is the story. Obviously, we are working the way through a moon cycle here, and when we get to the end, that's going to be the end of the game. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. This is the girl with the book. The old man of Caniston. Let's go visit the old man of Caniston, hey? There's Caniston water. There's the old man. Oh, it's a mountain. Looks across the lake with blind eyes, floating southwards towards the fork. Is that the lake? South towards the fork? Would that be here? Because either way... Ooh, it was there. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I'm not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Cute. That looks like lavender. I love the plants in this. So, let me see. I've got dark purple flowers, light purple flowers, and an alluring smell. I need to separate my purples and my blues. It's time. It's time. The difference between purple and blue isn't particularly clear necessarily, because this is kind of purple and pink, I guess. And you can go there, although you kind of fit more there. All right. Got to be a bit of scrolling again, but that's all right. So we'll maybe move the whites or the creams down. And then we've got our yellows. Anyway, hello kitty. Eleanor Bramer. Insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Okay. Always, lady. I'm always up to close the shop and go for a walk. I mean, the cranky guy's not wrong. How do I keep this place open? I mean, that looks like here, which would make it there. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Ah, winter boar. It's definitely one of the ones I've labelled. Is it you? It is you. I got a label for Dranthium. Alright, pop you away. Pull you down. Confirm your identity. And then, the blue winter saves my skin, but the swelling mass of insects is so thick in places that it's hard to see. At length I come across what I came for and leave in a hurry. Brightly coloured thorns! I've been looking for you, brightly coloured thorns plant. Is it eyebright? It is eyebright. Take careful not to touch its brightly coloured thorns. They will do no lasting damage but contain a small amount of venom. Only grows to the south in warmer climates where they call it Loth after a long dead king, known to improve eyesight at night. I reckon it's you. Those thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them. Pretty sure eyebright / Loth. Can close you, pat the kitty, and open the shop. So she's one of the witches. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Ardor is poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Ardor is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing, a runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. That's the spiky boy up here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Perfect. Look at me, I'm almost a competent shop owner. Solomon's Scepter, alarmingly known as Hell's Gate or Solomon's Spawn, commonly used in witchcraft. Sweet smelling flowers. Alright, let's pop you on here. Arthur Cook. It's my wife's birthday and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. And oh, the flower is more like lots of little flowers. Well, I only have 2 plants with bulbs. So that's gonna be this one. Pungent but not unpleasant. Yeah, it's gonna be you. I mean, I had already identified it, but cool. Ennis Aylford. Oh, you don't look well. We've had our eyes on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make this mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. Do I want to join a cult with the creepy looking man? Do I have St. John's poppy? I'm pretty sure I do. It's like one of the first ones I got. I suppose the other way to organize these would be alphabetically, huh? But it's less pretty. This one is St. John Poppy. The Sadgill Church. Because I'm here, by the way. This is where we're located. Oh, here we go. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. Sure, I'll join your cult. Alright, Dendru people, I'm in. At least I'll suss them out. Verona Green. Hi, Verona. I've returned from Swinside. I like her. She's my favourite. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though, Grizzly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of Gilded Dendra. I have Gilded Dendra? I assume. Yes, I have Gilded Dendra, you guys. There was a plant I got right out the gate. Remember the very first note that I found? The one that was hiding in the tray? I feel like it was that one. But I haven't identified it. And all I know is that it's painful to touch and has bendy leaves. Alright, I'll pop you up there, you there. I guess we're just going through all of my unidentified plants now, huh? Unpleasant scent. Alluring smell. It could be this one. My fingers ache from handling it. You are Gilded Dendra. I'm actually going to put a purple label on you because I think you are important. Maybe I put all my poisons in purple for do not touch. Hello, Anne. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I'd been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. That is pretty unusual. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong they can't be cut through. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Do we want to open this cursed coffin? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh, one of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare. I'm pretty sure it's you. Oh, sorry, kitty. Ooh, an antidote to Dendra. An intoxicating scent similar to a Solomon's scepter. Alright, we're going to do some digging on that in a sec. But let me just relabel my Royal Gentia. I'm not sure we should be opening the cursed coffin, but that's fine. Mine isn't to question why. Was it this one? Solomon's scepter, I reckon, could be that. That looks like Solomon's scepter to me. A sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. Probably not you. It doesn't look right. What I'm going to do, because I made this mistake last time, we're going to quickly end the day and I'll show you guys what the next day card and everything is. And then I'm going to wrap this one up. So we'll do that real quick. Okay. 5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Now, I'm guessing they talked about a runaway named Thea who'd gone missing, who they took in. I'm guessing this is going to be Thea? Not sure. Can't remember. It's been a long time. But we are on day 7. and I've been doing these in 3-day lots. So I am going to wrap this one up here. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to drop me a comment down below. I feel like I've been slightly more competent this time, other than the whole, is this card a river or a beach line, coastline thing? I did figure it out in the end, but it took me an embarrassingly long time, which I will have edited out all of my thinking. It's fine. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.